Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption: Iraqi tanks blast his positions in Tal Afar. Iraqi forces say they are poised to recapture the city of Tal Afar from so-called Islamic State as after 6 days of intense fighting. Troops have cleared the old citadel and its surrounding neighborhood of militants, Lt. Gen. Abdul Amir Yarallah said on Saturday. Clashes were still being reported in the northern outskirts of the city. Tal Afar, near the Syrian border, is one of the jihadists' last remaining strongholds in Iraq. Last month, a long-running operation drove his militants from the Iraqi city of Mosul. Gen. Yarallah, who is in charge the latest offensive, said his forces were now dealing with the final pockets of jihadi resistance in Tal Afar. Footage from within the city shows Iraqi forces moving through the streets in tanks with black smoke billowing from targeted buildings. Image caption: Iraqi forces say they are dealing with the final pockets of his resistance in Tal Afar. Tal Afar city is about to fall completely into the hands of our forces. Only 5% remains under his control, a military spokesman told Reuters news agency. Soldiers from the Shield paramilitary Popular Mobilization al-Shabi said they had encountered resistance from IS in the form of snipers, booby-trapped cars, and mortars. Iraqi forces broke through his defenses to reach the center of Tal Afar on Friday. Elite units had also seized the northern neighborhoods of Nida, Talia, Aruba, Nasser and Saad, the Iraqi Joint Operations Command JOC said. It was believed about 2,000 militants had been inside Tal Afar, along with between 10,000 and 40,000 civilians. Image caption: Iraqi forces on Friday targeted his positions in Tal Afar city from above. Tal Afar, which had a predominantly ethnic Turkmen population of 200,000 before it fell to IS in June 2014, sits on a major supply route between Mosul, about 55 kilometers 35 miles to the east, and the Syrian border, 150 kilometers 90 miles to the west. Security sources say a disproportionate number of men from the city filled the ranks of IS's commanders, judges and members of their religious police. The city was cut off during the 9-month Mosul offensive by troops and allied militiamen from the al-Shabi, but they did not attempt to retake it until this week. More than 30,000 civilians have fled the Tal Afar area since the end of April, many of them arriving at Iraqi government mustering points exhausted and dehydrated after trekking for 10 to 20 hours in extreme heat, the UN said.